Are you a songwriter? Are you looking to turn your songwriting passion into a full-time gig? Whether you are just at the start of your songwriting journey or a seasoned industry professional, this show is made for you. Welcome to the Songwriter Show, bringing together songwriting news, interviews, and community. Now, welcome your host, Sarantos.
Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome back to the Songwriter Show right here on Reality Radio 101. I'm your host, Sarantos. I'm a solo music artist who's been writing his own lyrics for as long as I can remember. Words are just so important to me, and that's why I love hosting this show every Tuesday evening. I believe that every song is a story. Tonight, I'm so happy to have on the show Neoborn Caveman. He's an artist for the ones behind God's Rainbow and With Shattered Hearts. His The Breakup Therapy album served as healing for him and his audience equally.
And now, welcome this week's special guest.
Welcome to the show, Neoborn. How are you?
Hi, thank you for having me. Well, I feel the heat, from the inside and from the outside in this ever-changing world. I mean, it's summer here at least. It's not like the British one-day summer. It's real. So I enjoy this, but I'm good. So thanks.
For sure. Tell us where you're from. What area are you in?
Right now, I am living like a digital nomad, so traveling mostly in the world and in Europe right now. So I didn't move back to the UK. And it was, well, to be fair, it's been like a decade since I left Dallas. So ever since, it's been a long travel, and I enjoy it. I love meeting people and cultures and learning from them. So it's a good life. I mean, good life if you see it that way, of course.
Yeah, of course. So tell us what got you into this world of creating music.
That's a good question, but my simple answer is God.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about why you think you were meant to do this. Is there a mission that you're trying to do, or tell us a little bit about that?
I left this whole thing, whole stage, everything after several years, and I never ever thought I would return, And then life happened. It broke me with my health, with my private life, and so on. So long story short, I became a single dad of 4 kids, and out of the 4, 3 are still youngsters. And then so much pain came, and I realized many other people also have so much on their plate, and they can't express themselves. And I did remember that when I was very young, some songs saved me from doing something what couldn't have been reversed. And I said, all right, so let's try to channel God through this. And I came out from my self-retirement, and I reinvented myself as Neoborn Caveman, and that's how it happened. And I tried to help people. So the whole point was I wrote this song, 12 Ways of Love, amidst the most impossible situation, cold winter wind, my youngest baby in my hand, walking through the houses, and then it came to me, and I whistled and I sang, and it was just beautiful. I felt connected. I wanted to share the word. And it turned out to be the only truly positive song I ever written, So, and after that, the rest just came with it.
Tell us a little bit about any teachers that you had that helped mold you into the person you are today musically.
Musically. Well, it is interesting. I had a rock band in my youth. Really, really loved them. And later on, I started to work with them. And you never should meet with your heroes,
Yeah, for sure.
To some extent, they taught me a lot what I never wanted to accept, because that's not how I want to guide my life. I don't want to use people, as I was told. I don't want to do this or that. But financially wise, they were right, and they did what they could for that gain. But I was never interested in that. So probably those people who went through hell and came out of the better end, and they never changed only for the better are my heroes. In a way, David Bowie, or we can, for a while, the earliest thing is like that. And like it or not, Bach was my greatest teacher.
Wonderful. So tell us what you like the most about making music.
Wow, you made me sing now. So what do I like the most? I like when I cease to exist, and I become one with something more celestial than I am, and everything is just happening. You know, you have your gear, you know what to do, and somehow you either channel something or you invent something and it is channeled back. And I like that experience the most. I don't really like going for perfection with everything, when you hire a studio or a studio engineer, you do that. Yeah, of course, those are great too, but those might lack these very special and intimate times when you really feel united with the universe. I know it sounds like a big thing, but for me it is.
Okay. How do you figure out, you obviously write quite a few songs. How do you figure out if a song that you wrote is going to make it out into the world, or if you're just going to keep it on your computer and let it die there?
Another good question. I don't decide intentionally at first. When my father died, I wrote the most painful songs. And I did not release them, not because they were not good. They were probably among my best songs, but I don't want to let things go out of my studio, my hand to others, what would not help them to create a better life, So anger, resentment, or even going in circles, or self-licking. I don't want to do this. It happens. I keep it inside. Whatever can help others, whatever I can show other people that there is a goal, that there is a way, a path to go on with. Then I can let it go, even if I don't like it. For example, people love my song Final Show, and I hate that because I made a huge mistake in the beginning. Nobody realized it. I know it. It pains me when I hear it. And it still goes out because it talks to the people, so I kept it, But mostly this is the decision maker. When I feel it is too selfish, too much negative, then I don't let it go out.
Do you have any personal advice you'd give to somebody trying to pursue this career?
Never give up. Never. And never listen to the naysayers, especially if that voice comes from the inside.
Okay. Tell us about this song we're going to hear. What do you want? What inspired it? What do you want the fans to understand about it?
Okay, if we are talking about the Where is the Direction song, that is the opener for my the Breakup Therapy album, and I put it out because it's a concept album, and this is how I could write these lyrics and show to the world that, hey, I don't know where to go on. My whole universe collapsed, and I was erased from my own existence, and I don't even know how to realize that I don't exist anymore, not to mention that there should be a push from the inside to go on and be better because there are people who need me. So this is the song about, to realize that we might need to move on.
So I'll tell you what, let's take a listen and we'll come back and talk a little bit more, okay?
Awesome.
Okay. Check this out, everybody. Here we go.
I feel I'm lost. What is the way? I've forgotten. I was supposed to win. Every battle. Now I'm drifting through the time. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. not like that. I'm crying. I'm too stubborn to admit. Where's my game? Playing. To know is all I ever wanted. I wonder if the flowers will dry out again. I wonder if the flowers will dry out again. I wonder if the flowers will dry out again. I wonder if the flowers will dry out again. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone. I wish I knew how to undo all I've misdone.
So I have a question for you. How do you get people to take you seriously as a musician nowadays?
I don't. Literally, I don't. I'm so much over wanting to be enough good for others, and it is not selfishness. It's not naivety. It is just it is the people who need to listen what I have. They will find it, and I don't want to play for the vanity matrix. I don't think that is the way. I know in the world of social media, this is a very old concept. But look, this is not working what's happening all around. If it worked, we would live in heaven. It is not working. So I don't really think I should judge myself based on other people's opinion. And once again, I don't want to sound it as like a big egoistic something. It is not. It is just like be real with yourself, and then the good people will find you.
Okay. If you could just watch one genre of movies for the rest of your life, which one would you pick?
Science fiction.
Okay. Why is that? You love science fiction?
I love because it speaks about problems we can't fix today, and the good science fiction basically gives a promise that maybe there is a way to fix what we couldn't here in the present, so you can learn from those. And also, many of those ideas serve as a very straightforward warnings not to go there.
Do you have a favorite person that you follow on social media that you want to confess on the show?
On social media, oh my God. Famous person. Well, I should say like Jordan Peterson, right? Well, I don't read so much. I listen to him time to time. But who I like, Elon Musk is always very funny. I mean, I think he's a jokester. I really like him. But probably the most important and valuable content comes from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's back. I saw his documentary on Netflix. It was interesting to, he's a little older now, but it was pretty fascinating to watch.
Have you checked his Pump Club? He has this Pump Club app and also a newsletter, and he's amazing. He's so, of course, it's a business, but he's so personal, and it helps. For me, he was one of my childhood's hero, and it was a shock to me to realize that Stallone was the good guy and not him. And it was just, I like him. I like his positivity, and I like that he can admit that he fucks things up quite often.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us a little bit about the strangest compliment you've ever gotten about your work.
Wow. That I didn't see this question coming. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, so I was having a show very late night, after midnight we finished, and I almost completely drunk fan came to me and just come to my, just like completely almost collapsed in front of me and said, "Hey, I didn't know what you were singing about, but I felt it. It was really good. It saved me." So
Yeah.
that was it.
Well, that's the trick, right? You want them to feel it. Yep, absolutely.
Yes. But the whole scenario was really interesting because secretly I wanted to have this, that somebody is saved through my songs, like I was saved when I was young.
Do you have a spirit animal?
A cat.
A cat. Why is that?
Because I love cats. Cats are amazing.
All right.
My old cat is just like, he's still sitting next to me.
Okay. Do you consider yourself more of a hunter or a gatherer?
I used to think that I am a gatherer, but I am a hunter. And I am a very patient and peaceful person, but I can be really roaring and loud too. I had to admit to myself throughout the years. And people don't like it when you are going to be a full hunter.
What were you like 10 years ago?
Ooh, like 10 years ago. I was more naive, way more naive, and I had my life was full of hopes and dreams. And I think I didn't have to battle so much with bitterness, what I don't want to have in my life.
Okay. Pretend you're like president of the United States. What's like the main concern you would address?
Rage and hatred.
Yeah, well said.
That's the thing. But if we are talking about economically, I would try to invest in the true free market, not this corporatism.
Yeah. Tell the audience tonight, where can they buy your stuff, stream it? Where can they find you online?
Well, if they type in or say to the Siri or whatever that Neoborn Caveman, I am everywhere, literally, even behind the Chinese Great Wall. I was so surprised that some of my songs were big hits there, or for me, big hits. So Neoborn Caveman everywhere. And I like Tidal and Apple Music, was those two have the greatest audio experiences. But what I did with the newest songs, I did not release them to social media or the streaming services, because I am giving it to the people with the greatest audio, because I think that's the whole point. If I can't have a riverbank audience to have a real life experience, then just give them a CD or whatever. So if they want to order one, they can find me as Neoborn Caveman on X or wherever they can find it. So I would never suggest to listen to me on Spotify, because that's the worst possible solution.
Okay, awesome. I want to thank you so much for being on the show tonight. It was a blast.
Thank you. And once again, I appreciate that you are a fan of music and you yourself is a thriving musician. I listened to a few of your songs previously.
Well, thank you very much. I'm humbled to hear that. And to all the listeners out there, thank you for spending a little bit of your so precious time with the two of us tonight. We both hope your unique story gets heard around the world too. My name is Sarantos. Please join me every single Tuesday evening to hear other awesome artists share their fascinating stories right here on the Songwriter Show on Reality Radio 101. Have a great night, everybody. I love you all.
We all have those scars, feels like they're watching you. And if the walls could talk, I think they'd cry. Ain't nobody else that's gonna fix this for you. but we are here for you in the meantime. You won't always know the answers, you won't always know the path, but even when it seems crazy, you got to believe in yourself. If you won't, then I will. I said believe in yourself, then the world will believe in you too. Every turn the world takes without you doesn't stop 'em. It's okay, we all hide a few lies. Everybody thinks that money gonna solve their problems. Those rich people always have the saddest eyes. You won't always know the answers, you won't always know the path. Nope. But even when it seems crazy, you got to believe in yourself. If you won't, then I will. I said believe in yourself, then the world will believe in you too. If you won't, then I will. I said believe in yourself, then the world will believe in you too. I believe in yourself. If you won't, then I will. I said I promise.
Thank you for listening to The Songwriter Show. To keep the momentum going, head over to www.songwritershow.com and join our free music community of artists, songwriters, and producers. That's www.songwritershow.com.